Hi everyone, Dave Hogsett here, and I'd like to invite you to essential lab tests for every practice. No matter what type of practice you have, you're going to want to come to this seminar because we're going to be talking about simple but very effective lab tests that I truly believe can revolutionize your practice, because that's what these tests have done for my practice. But the first important thing we're going to do is really just a good overview of all of the effective nutrition assessment techniques that are out there today. The symptom survey, salivary testing, blood testing, heart rate variability, muscle testing and AK techniques, stool analysis. Each one of these assessment techniques has their strengths and weaknesses, and the better you understand the strengths and weaknesses of all these different testing techniques, the more confidence you're going to have blending them and using a variety of these things in your practice. They're all great, but they all have strengths and they all have weaknesses. So again, when you know these things, it's so much easier to blend them. And the two assessment techniques that we're going to focus on the most in this seminar in blending, because they are the perfect complement to each other, are symptom analysis or the symptom survey and blood chemistry testing. And if you have a good working knowledge of how to interpret your patient's symptoms, the common symptoms that walk in your door every day, and how to interpret a basic blood chemistry panel, you really have everything you need, in my opinion, to build a good nutrition practice. So a lot of you are already using things like the famous symptom survey form, and that's great. There's tons of good information that you can get about your patient's case just with this simple symptom form. So we're going to talk about why this is an essential place to start. But what a lot of you are feeling overwhelmed in jumping into in your practice is routinely ordering blood chemistry. And that's my biggest goal with this seminar, is to get you over those obstacles that you feel are holding you back from ordering blood tests for your patients. And I hope that you learn the same lesson that I learned years ago, and that is that you don't have to be a blood chemistry expert to just jump in and start ordering it with all of your new patients, and especially just starting with the basics, getting basic, simple information that again can revolutionize your practice. And it's tragic that a lot of doctors feel that they have to be experts before they start utilizing blood chemistry. And you're going to see that's just not the case. That you can always keep expanding and learning more and more, but to just get started and to jump in and to order simple, essential tests, you can learn that very, very quickly. So that's a big thing we're going to be talking about. Another obstacle that may be holding you back from blood tests, ordering blood tests for your patients, is cost. As you know, blood tests can get very expensive very quickly, depending on what kind of panels that you're ordering. So a really essential thing that we're going to talk about during this seminar is how to get huge discounts by using professional co-op. And that's something that you might want to do. In fact, I highly recommend you do before coming to the seminar, is get an account with professional co-op. When you order blood tests through them, the price is typically 70% less than what a normal lab test would be. So their number, again, I highly recommend you get an account set up before you come to the seminar, is 866-999-9175. Because after this seminar, when you go back to your office Monday morning, you're going to be really excited about ordering some really key blood tests, and you're going to want to have your forms ready to go in place to get those big discounts where you can just jump right in. Another thing you're going to find really valuable about this seminar is we're going to really simplify the standard process product line for you. You're going to see that if you have 10 essential standard process products mastered that you need to balance blood chemistry, for the average American blood chemistry imbalances that you see day in and day out, if you have these 10 essential standard process formulas mastered, that's really all you need to get going. And again, you can always expand on that foundation, but we're going to talk about 10 formulas that if you have these things mastered, you're ready to go. You can have a great blood chemistry service to offer to your patients. So those are going to be the highlights. And again, no matter what type of practice you have, this is going to be so valuable to you, because if you're not using blood chemistry, you're really limiting your full potential in your nutrition practice. There is no nutrition assessment technique that has more credibility in your patient's mind than blood chemistry. They trust it more than any other assessment technique that you can do for them. And the other benefit, or the other essential reason to just utilize blood chemistry, is it's the most effective and objective way to determine a lot of nutritional imbalances that you can't detect with the symptom survey, or you can't detect with muscle testing in an AK. So again, it's an essential component of your practice that a lot of doctors just feel overwhelmed jumping into. You will not feel overwhelmed about using blood chemistry after essential lab test for every practice. So I hope to see you there. Look forward to working with you. Talk to you soon.